Welcome to the next video today, guys. So there's going to be 3 out today. It's going to be Get Ready With Me, which is today, using the favorites of 2024, my favorites of 2024, and my mental health video that I said I would be putting out. I hope you all had a great Christmas. Apologies, things were kind of up and down, and I do apologize, guys. I really do appreciate all of your support and all of your subscribing and looking at the videos and views. I really do appreciate that. Apologies for the hair. It would not do anything I wanted to do today, so it's in one of those buns. A little bit like a librarian, but that's not what I was going for. So yes, we're just going to do a Get Ready With Me quickly with everything that I put in the favorites video for what I really found useful and my favorites of 2024. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is primer. So I've got 3 primers, but today I will put those in the, so what I'll do is I will choose one thing from the favorites, and then you'll see all the favorites in the next video. So what I'm doing today is I am suffering with just a little bit of redness, nothing major. My skin has improved, but it's just that anti-redness primer, and this is from W7 Prime Magic. So we're going to pop that on now. I'm going to be using my Revolution for my eyes today. I have done a look. I'm doing a second look with this today. Gorgeous packaging. This is just the Revolution Forever Dynamic, so we're going to be doing that. So I'm just going to pop this on my skin. A little goes a long way. It has like a greasy texture, but it actually goes on really smooth. So I'm just going to pop this on. Really nice. Done all my skincare. So we're just putting that all around the face. Really rubbing it in. Take your time to rub that in, guys. Really get it in. Okay. So while that's getting in, we are just going to talk about one of my favorites, which was Wet n Wild. And this isn't like a full coverage foundation. I tend to use these when my skin is going through really good periods. So this is the Bare Focus Tinted Hydrator from Wet n Wild. It's been out for a while. It's got, it's lightweight, non-greasy finish, sheer to medium. I'd say it's just about medium, more sheer, but it's actually, if you have really good skin or you don't suffer with maybe acne breakouts, things like that, this is perfect. So we're going to put that on now. Now that that W7 Prime Magic has settled into the skin. Yes, they're here. I hope everyone had a great Christmas and positive thoughts for 2025. Can't believe I'm saying that, 2025, it's crazy. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is go in with my fingers for this one and just really gently rub that in. I find this is a really good way sometimes with this one because it actually feels like a moisturizer, guys. I get that really nice moisturizer feeling from it. So I'm just moving that into the skin really lightly, and that's just one coat. And it hasn't made a huge difference, but it's smoothed everything out. It certainly has sheared everything out. We're just going to rub that in upward motion, so I'm not dragging the skin. But again, definitely a favorite of mine. Wet n Wild, I think, are an amazing brand. And this has hyaluronic acid in it as well, and squalene. So I just got some of my brushes that I realized weren't on the table. So what I'm going to do now is just go in with this. It's a little kind of beauty blender that I got off of Amazon. And I'm going to just go in one more time using my foundation brush from Wet n Wild. This is just my foundation buffing brush, and what I'm going to do is just add a little bit more before we go in with our concealer, one of my favorites, okay, which will be the Multitasker from Rimmel, which it's a Tarte dupe basically. So we're just going to go in once more, just because I feel I need a little bit more coverage. And what I just thought, this color match actually was really good. I originally got a darker color, which I didn't realize was going to be, I chose it online, so it was one of those things where it kind of looked like my color when I put it on, but it wasn't when it got home, and I got it off of Amazon, which again is great, but then obviously when you're online it's hard to match exactly. So yes, this one is in, let me get the, does it have a fair? This is fair, and I had gotten fair light, and this is just fair. So this one is the one that really suits me the best. Okay, this has been the most time I've had to myself, guys, in a long time. I love people over for Christmas, and I absolutely love seeing my mum, but this today has been the, what date is it today? Monday the 6th has been the most time all day that I've actually gotten some time to myself. I've done the beds, I've done everything, so a little bit of me time doing this today. So let's go back in now. Not go back in, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in first before the multitasker with my Maybelline Eraser Multi Concealer, and this is the Peach. And I can see, make sure that's all in. But you can see, guys, it hasn't made a huge dramatic difference to the color of my skin, but it's kind of given it that sheer kind of look. I don't find it as medium coverage, but it does say sheer to medium, but I guess that just depends on your skin. So we're just going to twist this. This is the Maybelline Eraser Multi-Use Concealer, and I just tend to pop this under the eyes. I've been using the Grace and Stella, and I will put up a skincare video next week, just because I've got 2 more coming out today. Grace and Stella Gold Under Eye Patches, and I will put them up under here. And I have started to see a gradual difference, and therefore anti-dullness, grey, that kind of thing under your eyes. Refresh. I pop them in the fridge. You don't have to, but they've been really, really good. I have the gold ones, but they come in pink and blue, and I think they have different they do different things basically. But yeah, I've been loving them, guys, and I will do a review on those. I've used them up for about 4 nights in a row now, so you can use them for prep the skin before makeup. You can use them at night to kind of relax after your cleanser. So yeah, they're really, really nice, really good. Let me know if you've used them. That would be interesting. So there we go. Just kind of, sometimes I find the sponge, particularly this little one, it just gets into the areas, particularly with, you know, around the nose and the eyes. And this was just a it was a non-branded. I got a set of 3, so I got this one, which is the smallest, then a larger one and a medium one, and I really like this for under the eyes and around the nose. It's great. Okay, so yes, so that's that. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in with the multitasker, because I think this is one of this year the best concealers I have used, and that's saying a lot because I usually use my e.l.f. Holy Hydration, which is almost out here. But I have to say a really, really close second is the multitasker, and it's porcelain. So we're just gonna go in with that. Again, my hair just would not do what I wanted it to do. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry, guys. Oh gosh, okay. All right, so let's go in with this. I am enjoying doing this, guys, and I'm not trying to rush through it. I know a lot of people don't have a lot of time. Sometimes it's January, everyone's back to work. So I'm trying to just go through it for you guys. So that's kind of as much as I would need. You can see it's that bit lighter than my skin tone, but then that is great for under eye because you want that brightness. This is in porcelain, so it's the multitasker from Rimmel. And I think even the packaging looks very similar to Tarte. Just gonna have a little drink here, guys, just water. My mum got me this for Christmas. It's like a little diamond necklace, and it has like Carrick done here, which is a really nice brand in Ireland. They do kind of clothes, they do everything, but this is really nice, and there was earrings to go with it too. It's just really, really nice. She got me these earrings last year, which is like an Irish cross, and I've got the cross as well from her. I got it like a matching set last year. But one of the kids that I went to last year, I teach them from home because some of them can't go to school, and she was so excited, and she got my chain, and she was like, hi Kira, and she just went like that. And the cross is fine, but the silver chain just snapped, so I couldn't do anything like that. So yeah, so that's, I have to get a chain for that. So yes, St. Bridget's cross, that's what they're called, St. Bridget's cross. So okay, let's go in with, where did I put that sponge? Here. Okay, so we're just gonna, so the one thing I would say is this is a thicker consistency than the e.l.f. So I do try to kind of dot it in or warm it up with the fingers, because it is a thicker consistency, and sometimes when you place that on the eye, if you're not going back a little bit too quick, as in soon enough, it does kind of stick. So that's the only thing, but again, it's amazing and it lasts all day. Again, the W7 primer is just as good, guys, as any high-end. I've been using it for years, absolutely years, guys, never had an issue. Used it in my kit, never ever had an issue. If somebody in the makeup artistry, like a client says, I like this primer, or I like this, that, and the other, that's different, I will use that. But for me, this is also just the clear one, which I've been using. It's about down to here, but I just found lately the redness was just quite bad. So they've got a green one, which is kind of, it just kind of counteracts the redness, which I find really, really useful. And again, guys, W7 are one of the best brands for price, honestly. Best brands for price. Okay, so I think we're doing good here. I'm dabbing it, I'm not dragging the skin in any way. Okay, just going to go up a bit here. Okay, right, so we're kind of finished with kind of the skin. So yes, so what we used was we used our e.l.f. green primer, which is just the anti-redness. Went in with the foundation, which was the Wet n Wild. I'm trying to look for everything here. I've got everything down here, guys. Here it is here. And then we went in with the multi task concealer, which is the peach tone. And then we went in with the Rimmel multitasker. So yes, okay, so now what we're going to do is a little bit of setting. So this is just the Rimmel Stay Matte. It's not loose powder in any way. It's just a, it's in a compact like that. Okay, so we're just going to pop that on. And all I'm doing is kind of just dabbing it, setting anything in. Okay, being careful not to go here because we are actually going to be using a cream blush and bronze. Okay, so now what I'm going to do quickly is I'm just going to do the brows, and this is my, again, it's e.l.f. I'll just grab it here. I've got so much stuff here, guys. It's the e.l.f. and this is the Brow Duo, and this is the Ultra Precise Brow Duo pencil. So you've got your brush on one side and the pencil on the other. So this is the pencil, it's a twist cap, and then you've got the brush on the other side. So what we're going to do is just push them into place. I'm just going to bring the mirror a little bit closer. Okay. What is your weather like today if you're in the UK and Ireland, guys? We were really lucky here in Banbury. We did get like a coat of snow, but I've seen on the news today some of the UK and Ireland in particular got such bad weather. Kerry in Ireland, I saw Waterford a little bit, Limerick got really, really heavy snow, and it must be affecting the traffic on the roads. So tomorrow I'm in work. Today I've got my day off on a Monday, so it'll be interesting to see if Kidlington got hit. That's where I work. So you can see it's just nice. I do like e.l.f. because they do have different variations of colour. So if you're a medium blonde, they have medium blonde. If you're really light, they have the lighter colour. Sometimes you just get medium, like dark brown, and make a blonde, and they don't really match. So I love the fact that e.l.f. do have a huge, you know, not huge, but a really good collection of colours that you can really choose from. So that's perfect for me. What I'm going to do now is go in with the bronzer, and what I'm using, if I have it here, I know I've put everything here. Yes, I have my e.l.f. Putty Bronze. So this is the blush. I know the bronze is here somewhere. Let me go find the bronze. Oh yes, okay, so they're putty bronzers. I've been trying to kind of get through them. They've got variations of colors on the e.l.f. website. You can get them on Amazon, which is where I got mine. And yes, this is Tahiti, and then this is tan. So that's what we're going to be using today. So I'm going to go in with my, and I tend to go in with the brush directly, guys. I just go in with the brush now. I used to, and I used to dabble with my fingers, but now I just go in with my Real Techniques bronze brush or contour brush. It can be one or the other. And I literally just go in, and you can see if I just go in a little bit heavier there, it's coming out clearer on camera. You will see when I put the powder over it. So it's definitely coming out on camera here, but the light might not be showing it as much. Let's go down here, making sure that they're connecting to the hairline. You can see it more here. Just bringing that right back to the hairline. Okay. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So it's coming across, maybe it's just the lighting, because it's certainly coming across here and here. You can see what I'm going to actually double that up with is the Wet n Wild, and it's their Tea Anyone. So it's their Alice in Wonderland collection. And then we're just going to bring that down. Okay, so just making sure it's connected now. I'm not going to put any more colour there because we are going to be going in with the Wet n Wild. That's absolutely fine. Okay, so let's just pop the lid back on there. The Alice in Wonderland collection has been out for a while, and this is what it looks like. You get a lot there, guys. I always say on videos that I'm so surprised, like happily surprised, because the price was quite good at the amount you get. It's quite a big, so we're just going to go in there. You can swirl it around, or you can get just one brush and put it through, whichever one you want. I'm going to swirl this around today. You can see the middle two are kind of like highlights as well. So we're just going to get I'm going to actually use my e.l.f. and this is it's a highlighting brush, but you can also, I often use it as a bronzer when I'm just kind of covering over. I'm actually not going to go too much into the dark, guys. I'm actually going to focus just on this bright front here. I was going to go in fully, but I think I'll just go just to complement the color brown. I think if I went in with that really deep brown, it might just go a little bit too brown from what we've done. So you can see it's just kind of setting, basically, before I do the setting spray, it's setting the putty bronzer. Okay, so again, all I've done is just gone on with these ones here. So we're just going to go a nice swirl, and okay, I'm just trying to check, guys, just that it's all in the hairline there as well, that you can see it too. Okay, I feel like that's really, really good. We might just focus now just on the brown. Okay. Yes, and if we just do the brown, we're getting a little bit more of a colour match. Okay, then we're going to go in with our putty bronze, or blush, which is Tahiti. So the putty, I've just realised what the putty bronzer is, and it's tan lines, not tan lines, and then we're going in with this, and this is the Tahiti. Okay, so let's go in with that, and again, I use just my baby finger for this, and I just dot it here because you can, and it comes up quite strong. And what I do then is I use a sponge, and we can actually use the small sponge on the edge, so the pointed tip, and I just dab. And then you can see it gives the lightest, it's actually coming off really light on camera, but a little bit darker off of camera. And we're just going to go in again, bring it down the cheek slightly, but not being afraid to bring it up the cheekbone as well, because then we're going to go in with our Alice in Wonderland, and this is Talk to the Flowers, and it's got a gorgeous array of pinks, guys, gorgeous, and a deep red, almost a burgundy, I would say. So we're just going to do the same on this side. So let me know what you guys did for Christmas. Did you see family? I worked over Christmas. I worked Christmas Eve, which was crazy. It's my first time ever working Christmas Eve, so that was kind of, didn't want to be away from Mum too much, but she did know I was working Christmas Eve, and before she came over I did tell her, but it was still really strange not being there on Christmas Eve. So I am looking, guys, and I will go into it in my mental health video. I'm starting to look at, you know, various other than support work has been really rewarding, really rewarding, but for me, I think it's taking up a lot of my time, also mentally when I get home. It's one of those jobs where it's a really good job, but you do take some of that work home with you, which is only natural. And I think for me, energy wise and things like that, I might be looking kind of at different aspects of my career this year. So start 2025 off a little bit healthier. So you've got the light, you've got the highlight, you've got that deep burgundy, and then you've got kind of that pink. So I think this is probably the best match for the Tahiti. So we're going to go in with my cheeks brush, and I'm just going to slide that down. Okay, so that's what it looks like on the brush. Tap off the excess and lightly, and you can see it's a really, really good color match. So that's what I mean, guys. You get one palette, or one, you know, well, palette as such, and you get 4, including a highlighter. So really, really like that, and I'm bringing that up there as well. You can see there, bringing that up the cheek line. And what I could do then is go in with this just as a pure highlight as well. So we're just going to take some more of that and go on the other side. And then of course, if you want to, I always do this aspect just to show you guys, but also if it's something that you want to do, is if you feel it's too strong, just go in with a clean blush brush or blender brush, and all you do is like upward motions, and it just calms anything you've put down. Do it relatively quickly so that it doesn't stick. But for me, that's absolutely perfect for me. I'm still looking a bit tired today, I can see that, but I did want to get through this with you guys and just let you know my favorites as I get ready with me, and then we'll go through in the next video, which will be up today as well, the actual favorites one by one. So that's kind of that. What I'm going to do is a quick spray of the Revolution Matte Fix, and then we're going to go into the eye looks, giving that a bit of a shake. Okay. A little bit of a shake. We might just go in with the highlight from, what will we do? We'll go in with the highlight from T Anyone. It does have just its own highlight. There's 2 there. There's a golden and like I like this one. So we're just gonna, and all I'm gonna do is bring that just above here. So you can see, just giving that just kind of, and you can kind of blend it out if you want to, just to give that kind of nice sheen look. And I might actually even bring it in, so that's what it looks like, to the inner corners. Just dot that to the inner corners. Okay, so we're gonna go in now with the spray, and then I'm going to go in with the eye look basically. Okay, just take some more of my water because it's hot today. I'm overheating today. Okay. Right, okay, so now I'm going to go in with my Revolution palette, and I one of my favorites has been this palette for a long time. I'm doing a look 2 today. I did a look 1, I think, just in December, just before my review of some beauty glazed palettes. So this is what it looks like. We're going to be going in with these 2 today, and actually I'm going to go in with this for an inner highlight as well. Okay, so let's go in with that. We're going to just cut the crease of the eye with this deeper shade here. And we're going to go into the eyelid itself with this one, and then I might go in with a like a bronzed look for the inner corner as well. So we're using my, and this is a duo, e.l.f. duo, so we're just going to duo pencil for eyes, and I'm just going to take that brown. They all have the letter O on them, but I've used them a lot, so you might not be able to see it. Tap off the excess, and I'm just going to bring that here. Again, I've just gone in without my primer, which would be the Profusion pigment base, which is what I usually use, so apologies for that, guys. I was so excited to get this on, and I love this brush because it kind of blends and applies at the same time, so you don't have those typical brush lines where sometimes you have to buff out. So that's what that looks like. I think it just goes well with everything today. Nothing takes over one another. So we're just going to go in with that. I'm going to do that on the other side. I've been asked, guys, I've had an email if I would do a live, just so people can chat and things like that. So let me know if you're interested in that. Do hashtag live, or just say yes for a live and I'll know. and then I can kind of look at the times and things like that. It's just so we could kind of interact with one another. So, and if that does work and that time does work for people, I can then continually do that time. So for example, if later in the afternoon on a Monday is good for a live and I could do a get ready with me, we can do that. And if a Saturday is better, I can do a live because I don't work Saturdays, do that too. Sometimes I have things to do, more like storage and things like that. But it certainly doesn't mean I couldn't put time aside for a live. So you can see how quick that was, guys. Really quick, really nice color. Again, this brush is right, it's the double-ended, so you've got your applicator and your kind of, this is more like of a kind of a blender, a buff out, but I find it's great for application as well. Is this e.l.f. or does it even have a name? Yes, it does. It's kind of rubbing off now because I've had it for a while, but this is the e.l.f. Duo. So I'm just going to go in, but even after washing, guys, sometimes you'll feel, even with the higher end brushes, after you wash them a couple of times, you can see that the brushes are just kind of, either some of it comes away as you're washing, but these are great, guys. This has been washed maybe a week ago. Another one I have that's really good, is this available anymore? This is the cat eye. Now this is not available, I think 10 years ago, not 10 years ago, a little bit further than that. These aren't available anymore, but that's another really great one. It just really, if there's any color on that, no, it just really kind of gets in. So if you are using a brush that is a little bit harsh in terms of the lines, this is a great one too. But e.l.f. also do a really good one as well, so that would be something. Okay, so that's kind of there. What we're going to do now is I am actually going to go in with, we could either go in with this really nice, this one. They're kind of shimmers. I wouldn't call them glitters. That's a glitter there. The last time we used this pink and purple, so I was going to go in with these two today. Let's have a look and see. What I might do is go in with this in the inner corner and then this on the outside and then blend in again maybe. So let's go into the inner corner with one of my non-branded but brushes. It's just been washed, so we're going to go into that white color there with this, and we're going to kind of go into the inner corner and not bring it too far, but bring it a little bit into the eyelid itself. Okay, so that's what that looks like, and we're just gonna, you can see, perfect angle of the brush just to get in there. Okay. Really wakens up the eyes. We could even go into the inner corners with that as well. Okay, it's just really woken up the eyes there, guys. Now what I'm going to now do is go in with those deep shimmers, one of those medium brown shimmers. Really gorgeous. So what I might do is go in with this one. So let's just do a quick swatch for you guys. That's the one we're going to go in with on the outer corner. So what I might do is, just not to waste that color, I might just pop it there, you can see, and go in again, just so not to waste it. But that's gorgeous. I really like this color, guys. This palette was only, I think it was under £7. I'm on a no buy now till April. I have got a lot. I did get some makeup by Mario for Christmas as a gift, so I will maybe do what I got for Christmas as well. So I'm actually, the finger, I think I've said that before, the warmth of your hands when you're doing an eye look actually is really good for shimmers or glitters. So what I might do now is just go in with like a blending brush, just a, and we'll just then an eye blend just to kind of go in with this again. So that look, guys, I'm just, all I'm doing, I'm not even dragging the color, I'm just really getting it in there. And I didn't take much time at all, really. I really like that, guys. I think this palette is really good. I think you can get so much looks out of that. You can mix the pink and the bronze if you want to, but my last video was the pink and this is the bronze. But really, that's the two looks I got out of it. The white just kind of really brightens up the eyes. You don't have to do the white. You could bring that kind of golden right in if you wanted to, but I think that it just really did awaken up the eyes, and it complements the brown and the bronze. So we're gonna do, what I'll do is I'll do my mascara now off camera, and then we'll come back. Okay guys, so mascara's on. I used my Collections mascara. This is the Mile High mascara from Collections. I then put on, and I'm going to wait a couple of seconds. It's really tingly. It's the Too Faced in lip injections, and it just kind of plumps the lips before you put anything on. But I've loved this mascara, guys. It's waterproof. I've been in all weathers with the kids when I was in after school with it, so that goes to show how long I've actually used it. Again, I just want to give a huge shout out to Revolution in terms of their eyeshadow palettes, because they really, really, you know, even with the Profusion Primer today, I know I have the pigment base I've forgotten, but I know this will last. It's just one of those eyeshadows that it's kind of the lower end, but the price is amazing, and because of that, it's certainly something I would recommend. So for example, if these aren't your kind of colors, they come in a lot of colors, so kind of if you're not into golds or pinks or something else and you want something a bit more extravagant, they do come in those colors as well. So yeah, so we've gone through a lot today. We've gone through my concealers, my foundations. Again, this video after this is going to be favorites of 2024, which we will go into a lot more. But this is kind of a get ready with me in terms of kind of the things I go to every day. The eye look isn't something I'd wear in support work, but yes, when I am out of support work, meeting friends, things like that, this is something I would wear. So now that that's getting tacky, and this is just the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme. If you do want to know about this, it does plump the lips. You do get a tingly feeling. So if you're somebody that doesn't really like that, it's like kind of it's like a dabby feeling, like there's something kind of like at your lips. So if you're not something like that, don't get it. I mean, it is something I can feel, but I've said it before, I think when it's been on any of my videos, it does give you that kind of tingly sensation, but that is doing its job basically. So what I'm going to be using today is, I'm actually going to go into Flormar. Now, they're a company that were in Ireland, and I found them in a pharmacy years ago, I think in 2016, and I'm going to jump on the brown lipstick trend today just because it goes well with the look. I haven't had brown lipstick on in a very long time, so Flormar, again, I've looked online, couldn't find them on Amazon. Let me know if you have seen Flormar somewhere, because they're a really, really good brand. I used to have their highlighter as well, so I will pop that down below too. I think I've got a review. I'll pop it up here if I can as well. No real scent to them, but this is in, let's have a look. I think it's just medium brown. What I found with Flor, yeah, there's no name whatsoever. But the good thing about this is, because if you're in the shop, this is matte, this is extreme matte, but they do on every single lipstick they have, they do show the color at the bottom, and it is true to kind of true to form, as in it is that color exact. Sometimes you can see these colors, and when you twist it up, it's not exactly the color that you test. So let's just do a quick swatch for you guys. So that's the kind of deep chocolate brown you get. So what I'm going to put over that then is, I'm going to put a little bit, because it's extreme matte, I love the color, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with Profusion Juicy Lip Tint over that too, and that's great. So what we're going to do is apply that now. I like the kind of shape because it just gets right into those lines and things like that as well, and the curve of your lips. So I've just got a mirror here. We are coming towards the darker end of the day, so my lights will be on for the next video, but just for get ready with me, I'm really, really passionate about natural lighting, because then I think you see what you would get if you were to kind of buy a product based on what I've done. So we're just going to, now that that's getting tacky, because you do need it to be tacky before you put on anything, I'm going to just fix the mirror here, and we're just going to go on and start. Again, if you look at that shape, that's kind of where you put the curve of the lips, so that's where you start. And you can see it's like a chocolate color. And it does just kind of complement the lips. And we may not actually need the juicy lip tint, because even though it's a deep matte, I think the kind of moisture from the Too Faced lip injection has kind of really made it already feel quite moisturized. So where is my sponge? Because I can see there's just a slight, not much, there we go, just a slight kind of, it came out of the lines there for a minute. So let's just go again. So it's kind of a medium brown. I will say it looks darker in the pan itself, or in the colour there. So it may be that I put on the lip injection first and that's kind of distilled the colour, because if we do, you can see here how dark it is. Okay, you can see the darkness. So I think what's happened is I've put on that lip injection, which does have a little bit of moisture in it, and then that's kind of maybe lightened the colour a bit. So if you wanted it much deeper, I wouldn't put on the lip injection personally. But that's kind of the colour you get. And I just thought we'd try a brown lipstick today, and just to see kind of, it all kind of looks well with the eyeshadow. What it does slightly is it drowns out the blush. So what I might do is just put some extra blush on. I've just kind of noticed that it all goes well with the bronze, but it's kind of drowned out the blush slightly. So what I might do just before we go is go in with my Wet n Wild's Talk to the Flowers, and we might just go in with our cheeks blush and brush, because I love the colour, I love everything, but I do find like it's just slightly drowned out the colour of the blush. So I'm going to go in with that pink again. So I'm going in with the lightest pink here, and I'm just going to just gently bring over the mirror and just kind of dab it just to get that rosy look. So yes, I think that's, and then what I might do is use the Revolutions inner corner. In the inner corner, they're kind of white shimmer, and slightly just into the inner corners of the eye. Just give it a little bit of a lift, just to give it that light kind of awake, and then it kind of matches the glitter that we're doing as well. So yes guys, that's put a little bit here. Yeah, so that is kind of the look in terms of what I've been using throughout the year, some of my favorites. I hope you enjoyed looking at it guys. There will be a picture afterwards. I do hope you've all had a really, really good Christmas. Again, with the live, let me know if you would like to do one. I can kind of organize a time. Again, Saturdays are really good, Mondays are really good. What time would it be? Would it be more in the evening for you guys? I know you can always catch up anytime, I guess, but for the live, obviously it is something that we would interact and things like that. So do let me know. 2 more videos to come today. Again, this was just something that I've been using in terms of some of my favorites. Again, there will be a video after this of all of my favorites of 2024. Have a great day, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.